Hello, folks. This is old Bubba back with you today, and in the early morning hours here. And why I'm here is I would like to talk with you today about another wild edible here in my wild edible section, and what here I to believe is. Now, it is a sow thistle, or some people pronounce it sow thistle, which is a type of wild lettuce. And I believe that this genus is what they call the sonchus asper. Let's see if we go on the side of the leaf. I want to say it's the sonchus asper, but I am not sure because there's like 3 or 4 different types. I think there's a sonchus lactus, and there's 2 or 3 other genus, the Latin species, the scientific name for it. But I do believe this is what they call the sonchus lactus. And common name for it is sow thistle, and some people call it wild lettuce. This wild lettuce, to determine is, it has these small leaves. And to help you identify, the leaves are always like a cone shape, and they always come up to the stem here. The stem is long and cylindrical. Now, as a lettuce, this is a bitter weed. It's very bitter in its younger stages. Here's another one right here in its younger stage, right beside it. And right here, that's the time you'd want to take it and put it in salads. It'll be a little bit bitter, and that's why I would say if you're going to use this in a salad, mix it with other wild greens, or mix it with store-bought lettuce, romaine or iceberg, lettuce, and blend it up and have yourself a nice salad. But usually, when it gets to be this age, the leaves this is about the age, the leaves start getting the little spines on them. And these things can grow up to 4 foot, 5 foot tall, And I'm getting it here in its early stages. This thing decided to come on out of the ground here, and this is November here. This is a plant that you mostly see in the springtime coming up. Another way to identify this leaf, and here's one that's open. It has like a dandelion type head. It's a little cold out here this morning because it's November. It's like in the 40s here, and it don't want to, come on out and open up. But you see this one right here is wanting to open up, and it's trying to get some sunlight for a little bit, and that one right down there is trying to open up. But you notice these here a couple of days, we've had about almost a week and a half, going on 2 weeks of warm weather, and it's gone to seedling. And some people, this right here, in a survival situation, this will be good fire tender. But it's also seeds. And being seeds, you can eat it. I wouldn't recommend on eating much of it raw, because let me break this off and show you something. If you look real close, let's see, get it right in here, you should see some white juice coming out of it, some white liquid. Okay, well, all your thistles have that white liquid that comes out of it. As a matter of fact, I believe we have some earlier stages of some more thistle right out here. Here's some more thistle fixing to come up in the bottom leaves. So this right here, it has a little Juliet small round type. And I'm going to get some of this to take home with me. There's another thistle trying to grow up. And it's amongst another little wild edible by itself. That's called henbit. And that's in the mint family, and it's very tasty. But this sow thistle here, folks, is a wild edible in the lettuce family. and that's why it's a better weed. But it's a survival food, folks. It's at this stage of the plant, I would say don't try to eat it raw. It now becomes a pot herb. And as I mean a pot herb, you can mix it with other greens, or you can just pick plenty of this and cook it down. 15, 20 minutes boiling should do it. The larger the leaves there are, and I've seen big, this is the largest leaf on this plant, I've seen them, the leaves get 3 times that big on these plants. As they get older, get taller, they get, dandelion flower heads get bigger. And they're edible, but they're a little on the bitter side. You can dry these dandelion heads out, make wine, jelly. You can fry them, make fritters out of them, and everything. You can, like I said, you can make wine out of them. You can make tea and stuff. But if this as a pot herb, it's a green, like mustard, turnips, spinach and everything like that, and it's very delicious. It's full of iron. It's one of these plants that carry a lot of iron and protein in it. Well, folks, this is my little presentation on wild edible. It'll be on front of my channel here in a little while for everybody to display, but it'll be also down in my wild foraging, wild edible section here on my channel. If you like this little foraging presentation, how about hit the like button down below, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time. Well, until then, my friends and loved ones, enjoy the journey. God bless each and every one. Shalom.